Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial with affordable makeup that you can get from your local drugstore or Amazon since we're really not leaving our homes. I am guilty of sticking to certain products that I absolutely love and adore, and some of those products may not necessarily be super affordable. And I know we can't all spend $60, $70 on makeup at the moment because let's be real, makeup is a little superfluous right now. I think food and having a roof over your head is far more important at this time. I'm sure there are products that exist out there that are far more affordable than what I'm going to be using in today's tutorial, but this is what I have on hand right now, and since I'm kind of on a makeup hiatus at the moment, I don't really want to run out and buy more stuff because I am in that boat where I need to keep food on my table, not necessarily makeup on my face. So without making this introduction super long, because for some reason these introductions tend to get away from me. I see that happening right now. I'm just gonna stop. All I'm gonna say is please subscribe if you aren't already, and also hit the like on this video to let me know that you enjoy tutorials like this. I'm gonna start off with a pore filling primer first, just because I've got a lot of craters on my face and I need a little bit of extra help before I go in with my foundation. So I'm gonna turn to Catrice. This is my holy grail primer. You guys know I use this very frequently, and you can probably also see, hopefully on camera, I've actually made a really good dent into this primer. So I'm just gonna dab a clean finger. Yes, I spent about 30 seconds washing my hands before I started this tutorial. And we're just gonna dab a little bit on my face and just kind of rub it out and sort of press it into my skin and fill in those craters so we have a beautiful smooth road to drive on. I love what that primer does for my face. Next, we're gonna go in with a foundation, and it's this one right here from CoverGirl. This is the TruBlend Matte Made Foundation. I've got mine in the shade L80. This is a great foundation because it is primarily full coverage, and it's nice and mattifying, which is delightful, and it's something that I know my oily skin needs throughout the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this to my face, and I'm using, I think this is a Morphe sponge. I've had this for a long time now, and I primarily just use it for applying loose powders. I normally go in with my beauty blender, but because I'm trying to keep everything affordable here, I am going to use this sponge to do both my loose powders as well as my foundation. It is super soft on the skin, so if you are looking for a soft sponge that's not going to absorb a lot of your product, this is probably a decent option. And apologies for any ambient noise you might be hearing, like the bus that just drove by. I do have my window open in my room at the moment just because it is a little bit hot in here, especially when I turn on studio lights. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer just underneath my eyes, and the only reason I'm going to do this is because I haven't been sleeping well the last few nights, and I do have a little bit of darkness starting to come through over here. I might add just a little bit on the outer corner here because I find whenever I do shadow, especially as of late, there's just a little bit of darkness that starts to peep through here. I don't know if that's just age or if I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, but hopefully this is gonna help. I'm gonna go in with the Revolution Makeup, or Makeup Revolution. I don't know which one is the right way to say it. The way I'm reading it on the tube here, it says Revolution, Makeup Revolution London. So maybe it's Makeup Revolution? Revolution, Makeup Revolution? Do you say it twice? I don't know. Anyways, this is the Conceal and Define Concealer, and I have mine in the shade C6. All I'm gonna do is take a very small amount, just like so. I know there are a lot of people out there that are going to start off with huge triangles underneath their face. You really don't need to go to that extent with concealer. Start off with a small amount and then build it up if you need it, honest to goodness. Before any creasing sets in, we're gonna go in with some loose powder, and I am just gonna use my Coty Airspun powder today. Just gonna get a little bit onto my sponge, and I'm only going to dab it underneath my eye to set the concealer that we've just applied. And I also put some on my nose because I find it helps with keeping me matte throughout the day, and it also fills in those craters on my face so I have more of a smooth surface. I'm gonna go in with my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. This is one of the only drugstore powders I have on hand at the moment, but honestly, just go in with whatever powder you have at home. You don't have to go and buy a new one. If you want, you can completely cover your face in the loose powder instead of even going in with a colored powder. It's totally your preference. If you have dry skin, I'd say you can probably skip out on this excessive powdering. The reason I do it is because I have a much more oily complexion, and the powder helps my makeup stay on longer. I think it's time to bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm gonna do with my eyes. For brows today, I am gonna be going in with this brow power from It Cosmetics. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a drugstore brow product. I'm sure you could just go in with an eyeshadow and fill in your brows. I am not necessarily shaping them, I'm just filling them in because I am lucky enough to still have enough hairs where I can just kind of block my brows out. That's the best I'm gonna do with my brows. I feel like they're a little bit uneven, but I just don't care enough to fuss with them any further. Next, we're just gonna go in with some eyeshadow. Sometimes I prime my eyes, sometimes I don't. Today, I'm not. I just put a little bit of foundation on my eyes, as you saw when I was putting foundation on the rest of my face, and that's gonna function as my primer for the day. But I am gonna be going in with this Maybelline City Mini palette. This is in the shade Blushed Avenue, and I love this palette because these colors are super pigmented, very easy to blend out, and I'm really only gonna use, I think, one, possibly two, leaning more towards one. Honest to goodness, if I want to do the simplest of makeup looks, I only go in with one shadow, I buff it out in my crease, and I put it all over my lid, which is exactly what I'm going to do with this pinky shadow down here. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics brush. I'm gonna tap it in, swirl it around. There is quite a bit of kick up in this pan. Blow it away, you're good to go. No need to stress over trivial things. And then with your brush, you can just go in and buff that color into your crease. Windshield wiper motions back and forth work well if you want to get the color on real fast. And then small circles will help you blend the crap out of that product. Beautiful, I love it. I'm gonna go back in for a little bit more shadow, and I am legitimately just slapping this all over my lid, like very haphazardly. I told you, we're keeping it real simple. We're gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Windshield wiper motions, circular motions, and then slapping that color all over the lid. I just want really easy eyeshadow, just a flush of color. If you want, you could go in with a sparkly shadow or a metallic shadow. Just dip your finger in there, tap it in the center of your lid if you just want a little bit of shine. But personally, I am gonna stick with an all matte look today. I'm now gonna go in with a little bit of liner. I normally go in with just my Tom Ford eye defining pen. It is a black color, but because that liner costs as much as all of this makeup put together, I am just gonna go in with a regular pencil liner. This one here is from Essence Cosmetics. This is the Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade But First Espresso. How perfect for the morning. For the record, it's not the morning right now, it's almost 8 p.m. and yes, this is when I'm putting on a full face of makeup. I am just going to very carefully apply this liner just across my eye. I'm not doing a wing, I'm literally just lining my lash line. And do you see the liner just defines your eye a little bit more than not having the liner on? That's the reason I do it. And the other reason I normally like to apply a little bit of liner is because it hides the false lash band. Today though, I'm not going to be going in with any false lashes. I'm just going to wear mascara, which is a little unusual for me, but I'm doing it because not everybody can wear false lashes, and that's okay. You can slap on some mascara and your makeup is gonna look just as good. What I'm also gonna do is add a little bit of liner just to my lower lash line. I'm not gonna go all the way, I'm just gonna go about halfway. And then I'm gonna take a smudging brush or whatever brush you have to just blend out that liner a little bit, just to soften it. You don't want it to be too harsh. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of mascara. I tend to like brown mascara a lot, but the only brown mascara I have at home right now is waterproof, and because it takes a while for it to come off, I don't want to use that right now. So instead, I'm just gonna go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm gonna quickly put some on my lashes. And what I do to my top lashes, I'm gonna do to my bottom lashes. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of mascara there too, just very lightly grazing it. And if you're anything like me, you've probably got a little bit of mascara onto your eyelid. Have no fear, there's a very easy way to fix that. Just wait until it dries down completely, grab a Q-tip and then very gently buff it off. And there goes your mistake. Bye-bye, Felicia. I hope to never see you again. I do want to add a little bit of highlight to my inner corner, so I'm going to go in with this highlighter right here. This is from Catrice. It is the 3D Glow highlighter in the shade Pinch of Rose. I was actually able to get these in a multi-pack. I got 3 highlighters. All of them were this size, and the 3 highlighters together cost me $4.99, which was spectacular. I think it was a holiday set, and then they had a sale on top. Ooh, that's fun. I really like that. I just zoomed you out so you can see what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my face, because we're done with the eyes. I don't want to do anything else to them. They don't need to be more complicated than what we've already got going on. So for me, the next step is going to be bronzer. I'm just going to go in with this City bronzer from Maybelline. This is in the shade 200. I'm going to use this BH brush right here and very, very gently, because I think this color might be a little bit dark. I'm gonna add some bronzer to my cheeks. Gonna add a little bit to my jawline so I can actually create a jawline. I feel like for me, my face goes straight into my neck. I don't really have much of a jawline. So we're gonna fake it by just adding a little bit of bronzer right here, and hopefully that helps shape my face a little bit more. Next, we're gonna go in with a blush. I'm gonna use this here from Milani. This is one of their Color Harmony blush palettes, and I'm gonna use the shade Berry Ray. And here's how I'm gonna work with this product. Simple, right? There are too many colors in there, and this brush is just too big to go in and find one color, so we're gonna use the whole shebang. And very lightly we're gonna apply that blush. And damn, I forgot how nice this blush is. It's got built-in highlighter, so you don't have to add any highlighter if you don't want. I mean, oh, can we take a look at that for a second? That is so pretty. Gosh dang it, Milani, come through. I never say come through, but in that moment it felt right. I do want to add a little bit of a brow bone highlight. So just going into the same Milani blush palette, I'm going to use this Morphe M210 brush, and I'm just going to go into the highlight shade. And yes, this brush is a lot smaller, so I can get in there individually. And right underneath my brow bone, I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight just to raise my eye up a little bit. That feels good. That feels good. Okay, we're pretty much done with the face right now. All we need to do is add a lipstick, and I'm going to use this one here from Maybelline. This is one of those really shiny ones. It's the Spicy Mauve, or number 065. This is what the color looks like. It's a nice berry mauve tone shade. Obviously, as the name suggests. I hope this actually works with this makeup look. Yeah, it's gonna work. I think it'll be fine. I like this color a lot because it already has a nice sheen to it, so you can skip out on the gloss because your lips are already shiny. This is kind of like a 2-in-1 product. It also feels really, really good on the lips, very hydrating, comfortable, and it fades really nicely throughout the day. I have worn this on multiple occasions. Such a great lipstick. If you want, you can go ahead, spritz your face with whatever setting spray you have. I'm gonna skip out on that today because the setting spray is all the way on the other side of the room and I just don't feel like getting up right now. So instead I'm gonna say here is the finished look. I am so happy with the way this look turned out. I think it is very fun, easy, quick to do, and everything was done using affordable makeup. And at the end of the day, I think this is the big message I want to get out there. You don't need to buy a lot of makeup or expensive makeup in order to create beautiful looks. There are so many affordable options out there, so save your money where you need to and spend your money wisely on things you actually need. I think we all get carried away with new launches and really good marketing campaigns from brands. I'm the first person to admit I have spent an extraordinary amount of money on makeup when I don't really need to, which is why I've really decided to slow down this year on purchasing new makeup unless there's something out there that is so unique that I know I need in my collection because it fills in a gap. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you are more than welcome to do that by following me on all of my social media, which I will link for you in the description box below, which is also going to contain all of the makeup that I've used today. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an amazing day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!